Hey, it's Jen Vax with YourColorStyle.com, and in this video I want to share with you an online color analysis for someone that has light olive skin. She describes herself as being dominantly yellow. It's very hard to see this in the photos because often with people that have dominant yellow in their skin or olive skin, the photos come across even more yellow and very skewed. It's often easy to assume by a photo that they have warm undertones, but that is often not the case. And sometimes we have to customize the colors that they will wear best because of their dominant coloring. So in this photo, it may not be obvious to you yet, but she has this coloring that is not a golden yellow, but she is definitely yellow. I've met someone very similar to her in person that has that same coloring, a very ashy kind of blonde hair with light skin, but in person it even looks more green, more olive, with this dominant yellow kind of overtone to it. And so she kind of struggles with what types of colors are going to really flatter her because a lot of colors simply just don't work. And this is true for anyone that has a dominant coloring about your skin. It could be a dominant pink, a dominant red, dominant blue, dominant green. And when that happens, we look for balance in order to, feel better in our colors. So I'm going to share with you a color analysis so you can see how I've typed her for her color palette. And I will also speak to understanding why some colors simply don't work and sometimes make color analysis very challenging for individuals with olive skin and dominant coloring. Okay, so I'm first going to go through the standard draping that I always do. I draped her with bright and warm on the left, which has yellow-based colors in it, a yellow-based red on her lips and a warm golden yellow, and then a bright and cool on the right, which is a blue-based pink, both on her lips and in the drape. I really don't love both, although I think she looks a little bit ill in the photo on the left, which is interesting because if I had gotten this without hearing her description, I would have, before I had draped, I would have started to go down the path of her being warm. But I hope you can see what I see, that these colors simply just don't suit her. On the right, it's a little better, but a little harsh, and so I'm not sold on either one. With the soft colors, soft and warm on the left and soft and cool on the right, it is clear to me that neither one of these is really in harmony with her. The ones on the left look like mud on her, and it should look amazing, or at least really, really harmonious if she were soft and warm. And on the right, I'm not sure yet what's bugging me about it, but I know that this isn't exactly right for her either. Although I think it's more flattering than the soft and warm. So I decided to go back up a step, and instead of jumping into the warm and cools, to just drape her simply in a neutral color, a neutral red, so that I can see if she is bright or soft. Because the other colors, the golden yellows and the blue-based pinks, are throwing me a little bit. So on the left, it's just a lighter red. It is a true red, meaning that there's no yellow added to it and no blue added to it. And a neutral red on her lip, which is definitely more flattering than the soft on the right. I don't really feel like it does as much for her. So she can definitely wear brighter colors, but maybe part of the problem of the original draping that I had just shown you was that the colors were too strong. She is light hair, light eyes, light skin, and I need to probably stick to those bright light colors to really bring out her beautiful features. So I'm going to stick with bright and light now for the rest of these drapings because I don't think soft is right for her. I think she can do more. I think she can handle a little bit more color, but maybe not the super intense colors like these. So if I stick with bright and light, let's now decide whether or not she is warm or cool. So I'm choosing colors that are clearly in either a warm, color palette or a cool color palette. And what I mean by that is that the colors either going to have a yellow base to it, or they're going to have a blue base to it for the cool. On the left is an apricot that you would find for someone that's bright, warm, and light, and her lips are a neutral red because I've already don't feel like an orange-based red is going to look good on her. And I'm not really loving this. I'm feeling like something's definitely off and not in harmony. I like the the blue-based pinks on the right. I'm feeling like that's more harmonious. Even her skin seems to sort of relax and sort of be more in harmony here. Let's look at a couple more. One on the left is just a warm, like a dandelion yellow found in the bright, warm, and light color palette. Even with her lips left colorized with the blue-based pink on her lips, this still is not as flattering as the lemon yellow on the right, which is a true yellow, no blue or red added, but lightened so that it is a nice clear color on her. And I feel like this is much more flattering on her. So I think that she is bright, cool, and light. Now, she is a VIP member, and she has told me that she is bright, cool, and medium. And I'm seeing from these harsher drapings that I think that she needs to go lighter. She's bright, cool, and light. This is a turquoise from either the bright, warm, and light or bright, cool, and light color palette. It's a universal color, but she looks so good in this quality of color, this bright and light color. And just to make sure that I'm not crazy, I draped her in white, which looks amazing on someone who's bright and cool, and not so great on someone who's bright and warm. Bright and warm individuals typically need more of a cream or yellow based, air quote, white, lighter color for a neutral, but she looks fresh in white. So she has this light olive skin tone, dominantly yellow, and she is bright, cool, and light. If she's feeling like she can't wear certain colors, it's because when a color is too similar to another color, your eyes want to kind of match it or bring it together logically, and instead it looks off. So if you are dominant in a color like yellow or olive green, wearing green colors and some of those yellows may feel off to you. Wearing heavily warm colors are probably going to feel off to you because it's just not going to be in harmony with you. You're going to want to focus on colors that are the opposite. So for her, true reds, blue-based pinks, those are the opposite of green on the color wheel and are going to look amazing. Also, because she is dominantly yellow, we want to avoid those mustard colors and look to more of like purples and blues to balance out that yellow in her skin. So when you're thinking, if you're feeling like you're dominant in a color, whether it's pink, red, green, or yellow, look at the color wheel and choose colors that are on the opposite side of the color wheel to help balance that out, and you're going to find colors that really flatter you great. If you would like an online color analysis just like this one, take a look at joining VIP. An online color analysis is included with VIP when you sign up for an annual membership. So visit yourcolorstyle.com/VIP and learn how you can get an online color analysis just like this one. I'm Jen Vax, and thank you so much for watching.